You have to go outside and you have to run around.
And the trunk's a little smaller, but storage even like up front and like.
2012 Shad Derby Gala. Before we start, a couple of housekeeping. Please have your phones on vibrate or silent. We greatly appreciate it. And during the program, so we do not distract the girls, if you could please, am I back on? If you could please refrain from exiting frequently, please, we greatly appreciate it. My name is Kathy Kopaz. I am one of the co-chairs of the Shad Derby Committee.
And I'm Dina Sexually, the other co-chair for the Shad Derby Committee.
And we will start our program. So we would first like to give a big round of applause and welcome our 2012 Shad Derby Queen candidates. Welcome, girls. One thing about Shad Derby is it's all really, a lot of it is about service. And recently the town of Windsor has lost 2 individuals who have performed service for Windsor and will be greatly missed. First we have Brian Griffin, who is a current probate judge, who was a prior mayor of Windsor. We also had Fran Dillon, who was the founder of the Windsor Fife and Drum. And they have been regulars in the Shad Derby Parade for years and years. So if we could just take a moment to remember our Windsor residents who have recently passed. Thank you. As this is a very long tradition, the Shad Derby has been, I've forgotten how many years, but we've been involved a number of years. We have had a number of chairs of the committee that have been involved and who put a lot of time and effort in. And we're very glad that some of them could join us this evening. And we'd like to recognize, if I call your name, if you could just stand up, do a little wave. We have Mike Rabbit. Carrie Ruiz. Vin Scully. Ernie Weisberg. And did any sneak in one night we weren't looking? I can't. Oh, you snuck in. Bob Ganji. I'm trying to keep it a secret back there.
The Shad Derby would not be possible without the very generous donations from our sponsors and our volunteers. First, I'd like to thank our platinum level sponsors, which are our very high level sponsors. The very first one we want to thank is Birch Meadow and the Faldu family for the use of the facility tonight and for all the food that they donated for the hour tonight. Next, I would like to thank Windsor Federal for sponsoring the pins this year. It is a very long time Shad Derby tradition. And finally, our last platinum level sponsor right now is Konica Minolta for providing all of our printing, our posters, the invitations for the gala tonight, and for printing the ball book that will come out later. Next, we want to thank all of our candidate sponsors and all of the other sponsors that we have. They are all listed on our website and will be in the ball book, so make sure that you look in that. The ball book will be distributed before the ball around town at several locations. And please try to patronize these businesses to say thank you for your support of the Shad Derby. And now for the volunteers. We want to especially thank Orly Ekman and Cindy Taplin for coordinating tonight's event. And for the members... and to all the members of the Shad Fest Bureau for providing guidance and to step in and helping out whenever we ask them to. These include the Windsor Junior Women's Club, the Windsor Jaycees, the Windsor Lions Club, the Masons, the Civitans, the Exchange Club of Windsor, the Windsor Chamber of Commerce, the Kiwanis Club, the Rod and Gun Club, and our newest member who just joined this year, the Windsor Historical Society. And we would also like to thank Wayne Domkowski for his many years of photography for the Shad Derby. Thank you. And now, so you know what's going on tonight, first, each Queen candidate will give an introductory speech. They will be judged. This is the very first judging event. And then, after that, we are auctioning off a room at the Sheridan for the night of the ball. So stay around so you can get on that.
Now, Shad Derby is not just about Shad Derby Day. Shad Derby is a months-long festival that involves a lot of people. We have a number of events, and we hope that, we've already started some. I know I've seen some of them at the last one, and we hope to see you at the other ones we have as well. We just finished having our first kickoff, which was the Exchange Club sponsored the Hooker Brewery fundraiser, which was a great success. We had more people than we had last year, and this is our second year for that. Upcoming, we have Bowling for Shad. So we will be having a fundraiser at the Bradley Bowl on March 25th. And in April, our newest member, the Historical Society, is now renamed their house tour, the Shad Derby Historical Society House Tour. And that is on the 28th. They're actually looking for volunteers as well, so if anybody's interested, contact them. And of course, what started it all? The fishing tournament. So the Rod and Gun Club is having their fishing tournament on May 4th and through May 6th. And be sure, if you're a fisherman, you need to look into that. And all the information can be found on our website. We have the Coronation Ball, which is sponsored by the Windsor Junior Women's Club. And tickets are available tonight. There is a table over there that if you are looking to reserve your spot, please be sure to see the Junior Women's Club. And we have on, that ball is on May 5th. We have on May 7th, we have the traditional Lions Arts and Crafts Festival, which has been a long-standing tradition. So please come and check them out. And the second year of the Masonic Lobster Fest. which was very delicious last year. And this year it will be held on May 11th at the Masonic Lodge. And we have a very popular event that has been turned into a family event. The Jaycees sponsored the Sheila Schmidt fishing event, and that is on May 11th, the same day as the Lobster Fest, but you can do both. We have the Kiwanis Golf Tournament, which is May 12th. We have a very busy weekend, but we know you can do it. We also have the Chamber of Commerce is sponsoring a blood drive on May 18th, and you should be able to recoup your strength for the next day because you do need to all run in the Kiwanis road race, okay? So you guys should be all set. And, oh wait, the same day we have Shad Derby Day. So we have the parade, which you can't miss the parade. No one here can miss the parade. Everybody will be there. And the Greens activities. And also at the parade, you see the Queen's Float, which is the Civitans do that every year. So I know I'll see everybody there. So we'll take attendance. So moving on, this is the Shad Derby Gala is the first of, it's fun. We all had, something to eat, we had something to drink, and it's fun. But one key thing about the gala is it is the first judging event for the Shad Derby Queen candidates. It's their first time getting their feet wet in here, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. And as part of the judging events, this one, they each have a different weight. So the gala, this is the first one, is basically comprised of 15% of their total score. And they are judged on their poise, appearance, and presentation of their introduction speech. So that is the first event. The second event is the judges' interviews. And that comprises the highest percentage of their overall score. So that is 60%. So nobody sees that except for the judges and the girls. So you need to take that into consideration, that is a big part of it. And it's like a college interview. They have to go in. And they're all very nice, though. The judges are very nice. They're not mean to them. And they interview them, so they're very nice about it, so don't worry about that. And that is the second event, and that comprises 60%. And then there is the coronation ball. And that is the night that we find out who the queen and her court are. And that is 25% of their overall score. So it all comes together at the end, and then we find out when that happens.
All right, and now it's my privilege to introduce this year's judges. But first, we're going to start with the judges' chair. Again, this year, Genevieve Vladimir has agreed to be our judges' chair. She's done a fantastic job. Thank you, Genevieve. And now the judges. First, we have Hetty Ayers, has called Connecticut home for nearly 23 years. She's a native of New York, and Hetty came to the Nutmeg State to attend Trinity College, where she earned a bachelor's degree in political science, craving a career in public service. She decided to continue her education and went to earn a master's degree in public affairs from the University of Connecticut, ultimately landing an internship with the town of Mansfield. Since that time, Hetty has made her mark on the greater Hartford community, both personally and professionally. She has been a valued resource to local governments, first working for the town of Wethersfield, and for the past 15 years, for the state's largest regional planning agency, the Capital Region Council of Governments. A graduate of Leadership Greater Hartford Signature Quest Program, Hetty parlayed the skills she developed there into numerous executive board positions for organizations like the Connecticut Chapter of the American Society for Public Administration, the Connecticut Town and City Management Association, the Simpore Junior Women's Club, and most recently served as president of the Hartford-based Knox Foundation. Hetty is an active member of her local school community, volunteering her time as a room parent and as a member of both the Safe Routes to School and Playground committees. In her free time, Hetty enjoys reading, writing, baking her award-winning chocolate chip cookies, and spending as much time as she can with her husband and 2 sons. The family resides in West Simsbury. And next, we have Valerie Payne Massey. She brings to the table a lot of work experience, the bulk of which has been as a paralegal supporting personal injury insurance and medical malpractice attorneys. She received her Associates of Science degree and Bachelor of Political Science degree from Sacred Heart University. Val has worked as a substitute teacher, an AmeriCorps Vista volunteer, and in the social service field as a caseworker. She currently earns a living as an underwriting assistant at a highly respected insurance company in the Hartford area, still trying to figure out what she wants to be when she grows up. Val has facilitated the Parent Leadership Training Institute in various towns within the state of Connecticut since 2001. After she took the class as a parent leader and graduated in 2000. In her spare time, Val can be found doing some kind of physical activity to get and keep fit, most notably running, swimming, and participating in group exercise classes. She enjoys reading, writing, and spending time with her family. Val is a native of Bridgeport, but currently resides in Manchester with her husband, daughter, and 3 cats. She loves and respects all animals, especially cats and dogs. Val started participating in activities around Manchester in an effort to become more involved in the community, and it has been her home for over 5 years now. She is eager to make a difference in her community, and this is her 2nd year as a Shad Derby judge. Next is Nancy Tandon. She's a writer and speech and language pathologist living in Glastonbury. She is a member of the Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators. Nancy's focus is children's literature, picture books through mid-grade level novels. In addition, she is a licensed speech and language pathologist and a member of the American Speech and Hearing Association. Nancy is an adjunct professor at the University of Connecticut, where she most recently taught a course in child language development. In her spare time, Nancy enjoys spending time with her husband and her 2 children, reading and discovering new hiking trails and walks in and around Connecticut. And our last judge is Susan Weston. She has over 20 years of experience in human resources and leadership development. She began working in this area with PricewaterhouseCoopers, where she held positions of increasing responsibility in HR for the Hartford office. Sue also worked with United Technologies Corporation, where she led the Leadership Development Program for Global Finance. Most recently, she worked with Bloom Shapiro in West Hartford as their Chief Talent Officer, overseeing human resources and administrative functions in Connecticut and Massachusetts. Sue recently left the corporate world and is exploring several small business opportunities focused on her passion for the arts, crafts, and antiques. Her volunteer activities have included the Connecticut Historical Society, Junior Achievement, United Arts Council, Habitat for Humanity, Connecticut Academy for Fine Arts, and Knox Park Foundation. Sue lives in West Hartford and spends her free time collecting art, visiting museums and antique shops, and traveling. Sue is thrilled to be returning as a judge for Shad Derby this year. And now for our auditor, Timothy Carmen. He was born and raised in Windsor, and he attended the Loomis Chaffee School, graduating in 1999. Tim went on to the University of Richmond in Richmond, Virginia, where he received a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting and a Bachelor of Arts in religion. Soon after college, he passed the CPA exam and became a practicing CPA in the state of Connecticut. Currently, Tim is the Assistant Vice President of Financial Reporting Risk at Mass Mutual Life Insurance Company in Springfield, Massachusetts. After marrying his wife in 2004, Tim moved to South Windsor, where they currently reside with 2 young children. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the Queens Committee. These are the women who work with these young ladies to get them prepared for all of the events that they will be doing. First, I want to introduce the co-chairs. This year, the co-chairs are Mariah Lombardi and Lori Butterick. And the rest of their committee includes Linda Carter, who can't be here tonight, and Pam Micah, who also couldn't be here tonight, and Jenny Pierre, who is someone else. Now, I'm going to turn the program over to them so they can get started with the speeches.
We have one of those.
Hello. Thank you again for joining us this evening. We have a wonderful group of young women to introduce you to tonight, so let's get started. Camille Caliendo, Miss Windsor Exchange Club.
Good evening. There are many aspects of my life that have contributed to who I am today, all of which have shaped my motivation to stay active and even the hopes for my future. Most of my life, I have participated in athletics. At a young age, I started taking karate lessons and eventually achieved my black belt. When I was 6 years old, I joined the Windsor Soccer Club and played until I reached high school. There, I played at the varsity level all 4 years, and each spring, I helped teach the fundamentals of soccer at a camp for children ages 4 to 6. In my freshman year of high school, I learned the game of lacrosse. This spring will be my 3rd season on varsity, and through perseverance, I have achieved the position of captain. My athletic experience throughout the years has triggered an influence in physical therapy. I want to help athletes and others to not be discouraged during the rehabilitation process and assist them in accomplishing a full recovery. My future plans are to attend Springfield College or Franklin-Pierce University in hopes of achieving my doctorate in physical therapy. Thank you.
Wong, Miss Windsor Kiwanis.
Hello everyone, good evening. Ask anyone to describe me and you would probably hear the same things, neat and organized. And honestly, I can't deny it. Not everyone can say that their hobby is to make lists or that their idea of having a good time is to reorganize their clothes by the colors of the rainbow. But being a neat freak has made my hectic schedule manageable. From running to National Honor Society, to my University of Hartford class, to tutoring freshmen, I have very little time to stop and smell the roses. Not to mention the fact that I like to try something new every year, like art club last year, or drama club sophomore year, and Asian Student Association the year before that. Such a demanding schedule can be tiring sometimes, but I like ending each day knowing that I've done my best. So if one day you see a small Asian girl zooming by classrooms and down hallways without missing a beat, you can probably guess who it is. Thank you.
Wafa Simpore, Miss Windsor Lions Club.
Good evening. Being a senior at Windsor High, there's a lot of activities I love being a part of. Being yearbook editor, volleyball captain, and a member of the award-winning chamber choir are some of the things I enjoy the most. But my #1 love is volleyball. Ever since starting in 8th grade, I've fallen head over heels for it. Seeing myself grow and improve over the years has also greatly improved my confidence level and given me best friends. Becoming captain was just the initiative I needed to lead my team to the best of my ability. Working together was our biggest obstacle that we overcame and will aid me in the future. The self-confidence I've gained from volleyball has given me the strength to go for a daring career, becoming a pediatrician, which I'll be starting my career at University of Connecticut. This journey of being a candidate for Shad Queen helped me reach my goal in the future. I'd like to take this time to thank the Windsor Lions Club for sponsoring me and being supportive. Thank you.
Connelly, Miss Windsor Jaycees.
Good evening. I've always been a very busy person, involving myself in as many different activities as possible. My goal in all things I do is to always have fun and do well and make sure everyone around me is also having fun. I joined the cross-country team in middle school. I did not exactly love running, but I loved the team and the environment that surrounded it. I was never the fastest runner on the team. Usually I was the number 3 runner, which meant I was working to keep our scores low because in cross-country, the lowest scoring team wins. I was not looking to win the race for myself, but for my team as a whole. My junior year, I was selected as a captain of the team, something I never expected. My top priority became to motivate the rest of the team and make sure everyone was having fun. Motivation and hard work have helped me to strive to fill my schedule with many activities. My desire to have fun has translated to many other aspects of my life. For example, I have been in band since 4th grade. I have always been working hard to get better and help others get better. By my sophomore year, I was section leader of the flutes in the Windsor High School band. I love being busy, having fun, and learning, and I love helping others succeed along with me. Thank you.
Hayley, Malloy, Miss Jordan and Young Dental.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In the past year, I've been involved in many enriching experiences, such as playing my violin at Disney World and volunteering for the National Honor Society. But tonight, I would like to tell you all about a different side of me. The Windsor Federal Branch in high school was opened in September. Over the past year, I've been interviewed, trained, and have started working at the school's branch. Being one of the original 6 student tellers who continue with the program has allowed me to interact with people I would have never known and continues to be a learning experience for me. Whether it involves doing difficult deposit or hearing about how my mentors got involved in business, I'm thankful for the opportunity to be a part of something that furthers my interest in my prospective field. I always knew I wanted to be a part of the business world. My enjoyment of the field has been clear since I started working as a dispatcher and a clerical employee for International Transfer Service. This and the banking program have provided me with independent opportunities to experience business in the real world, rather than just in an academic environment. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the night.
Rebecca Porri, Miss Connecticut Bank and Trust Company.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for coming tonight. When asking someone about their hobbies, it's pretty unlikely that they will respond with working. But for me, my job is something that I look forward to every single day. At the start of this school year, I began working at the Treehouse after-school program at Oliver Ellsworth Elementary School. Having this job has helped me discover what I want to do in the future, which is become an elementary school teacher. I honestly believe that I have the best job in the entire world. In the past 6 months, I have met so many amazing children who have taught me more than I ever would have expected from a group of 6 to 10-year-olds. For example, I should never accept an arm wrestling challenge from a 3rd grader, because I will end up embarrassing myself. Also, I now know how to turn 2 enemies into best friends just by having them sit down and talk out their problems. But most importantly, the kids have taught me that a sense of humor is one of the most valuable things a person can have in their life, because I've learned that it's so much easier to get through life if you can learn to laugh during not only the good times, but the bad times as well. Thank you.
Rebecca Charete-Lazarus, Miss Hairdresser on Fire.
Hello, everyone. For me, my passions go beyond just being passions. They go to the very core of who I am today. My activism in the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community started when my parents, 2 amazing gay fathers, said that they couldn't get married. Seeing this as a basic human right that they were denied to have sparked something inside of me that drives me to this very day. With my activism for LGBTQ rights, I have become the president of the GSA, Gay Straight Alliance, at Windsor High School, founder of Collage, Connecticut, for children with 1 or more LGBTQ parents, the only youth member on the National Board of Directors for Collage National, and a recent finalist of the Prudential Spirit of Community Award, along with being the recipient of the Presidential Award for Community Service. As a delegate for Windsor High School and now a counselor, I have become very involved with the Social Justice Camp, Camp Anytown, part of the NCCJ, National Conference for Community and Justice. As a recent proud moment with the NCCJ was presenting workshops for girls and young women on sexism and body image. Thank you for your time tonight.
Christina Tasillo, Miss Rice Hardware.
Good evening. My name is Christina Tasillo, and I'm a 3rd-generation Windsorite. My roots in the town of Windsor extend all the way back to the Windsor House. The Windsor House was a family-ran inn that my great-uncle Jim Tasillo founded in 1957. My family has a proud tradition in serving the community, and now it is time for me to do the same. I am here today because I have the same passions and desires as my previous generations have had. I plan to use my friendly personality and desire to help others in the community by pursuing a career in nursing. I volunteered at blood drives, blood pressure clinics, and food drives. I'm so proud to be representing Rice Hardware and hope to become one of the princesses I remember seeing at the Chandlyr parade when I was a little girl. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Maebh, Sheelan, Miss Tunxis Brill.
You all know 2 + 2 = 4, but does everyone know what the sign of pi is? My name is Maebh Sheelan, and I am Miss Tunxis Scrum. As you may have noticed in the program, my name is spelled uniquely. It is derived from my Irish background, which makes me who I am. Math is usually one of the subjects many people try to stay away from. It is my main passion in life. I look forward to my AP Calculus class every day. Throughout the many activities I am involved in my school, either through softball or volunteering at the Catholic Worker House, peer tutoring has always been my favorite. Mentoring is a great feeling, knowing I can pass on my knowledge of math to others. Through volunteering daily with the peer tutoring program, I've come to the conclusion that I want to be a math teacher, and I've always wanted to teach in a foreign country. My plan is to go to Dublin City University in Ireland next year. After completing my degree, I want to stay in Ireland and become a math teacher. This is just a brief introduction of who I really am. Thank you for coming to support all the Shad Derby girls. And in case anyone was still wondering, the sign of pi is 0.
Chandlyr Jackson, Miss All-Star Gymnastics.
Good evening, everyone. Throughout the last few years, I feel that I have significantly gained confidence, responsibility, and time management by being a part of the swim team and a member of the staff at All Stars Gymnastics, in addition to also balancing loads of schoolwork. Some ask how I'm able to do it all, and I just tell them, I never sleep. As a result, my busy life has given me the skills to lead by example and work collaboratively with the team. Being the swim team captain handed me the opportunity to truly test my organizational skills and leadership. With those qualities, I have proven that I can also apply them to talented young gymnasts who I work with frequently, who aspire to be their greatest. My goal is to not only teach them tricks, but to offer them strategies on how to set examples for one another and work together as a whole to achieve a common goal. Working hard for anything you want, by far, is the moral that I value the most, and I want to share what I believe in with anyone I can. I also want to give a big thank you to All Stars Gymnastics for giving me the opportunity to build my confidence and love me as a family. Thank you very much.
Saralynne Brown, Miss Nat Hayden's Real Pit Barbecue.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For me, Shad Derby is a day where the community of Windsor is able to celebrate the accomplishments of its neighborhood youth leaders. Windsor is one of the most prestigious towns in Connecticut because its citizens embody the 3 important traits of cooperation, motivation, and organization. I feel that I display these same 3 qualities through my experience on the stage and in the pool. Through musical theater and vocal performance, I have developed confidence, learned to work well with others, and have gained the ability to balance my time between my academics and extracurricular activities. When I was elected captain of the swimming and diving team this year, I applied the skills I gained through theater to cultivate a group of young adults with a great sense of sportsmanship and community. Cooperation, motivation, and organization are essential elements of Windsor's excellent reputation, and I have learned that they are key to personal success as well. Thank you.
Allison Mendola, Miss Union Street Tavern.
Good evening. Before joining the Windsor Fire Explorers, I was very unconfident and unsure of myself. That soon changed when I was put into leadership positions where I had to assert myself so that everyone got the job done and got out safely. I began to become more confident in the leadership role and even started to join clubs at school and speak up in class. My sophomore year, I signed up to go down to Tobati, Paraguay to help build schools and work with the children that lived there. Going down to Paraguay gave me a new perspective on life and made me appreciate what I have so much more. I love working with the children down there and building schools so that they can learn beyond an elementary level. I went back to Paraguay my junior year and am returning next week to finish up a school and continue to work with the children.
Next year, I will be going off to college where I will be studying to get my master's in early childhood development as well as special education. After I graduate from college, I hope to join the Peace Corps so that I can work with children all around the world. Being able to work with those children in Tovati and see them get so excited about learning made me want to give other children that same opportunity. Thank you.
Deanna Gilbert, Miss PC Development Group.
Good evening. First off, I'd like to thank my sponsor, PC Development Group, for making this opportunity possible. Tonight, in order for you to get to know me, I have chosen 3 qualities that I believe capture who I am. The first is active. As a former competitive gymnast, and now a competitive ballroom dancer, I have been able to express myself artistically while still leading a healthy lifestyle. The quality of discipline has allowed me to balance a rigorous course load and the role of being yearbook co-editor, not to mention numerous church and community involvements. Closest to my heart is my passion to impact others' lives. I have been blessed with opportunities locally as a nanny and throughout Hartford. Internationally, I assisted in building a home for a family in Mexico and have served children in Costa Rica from broken homes. Being primary translator on my trips to Costa Rica has led me to pursue an international career with a minor in Spanish. These unique but equally important qualities make up who I am and are crucial to how I want to serve my community. Thank you for your time and attention.
Sarah Whalen, Miss Ashley Distinctive Jewelry and Gifts.
Good evening. Don't let these heels fool you. My feet have taken me on a journey unlike any other. For instance, I have fought for trophies at martial arts competitions and frequently traded my heels for some old, smelly running sneakers when it's time to take my place as captain of my high school's track and field team. These are the same shoes that help me raise money by walking for Alzheimer's and Crohn's disease. From there, I'm only a shoe change away from visiting with wounded soldiers at local veterans hospitals. Their courage and dedication represent the same qualities I strive to possess, which is why the next pair of shoes I hope to obtain will come from the United States Coast Guard Academy. While boots may not be my thing, the adventure that they will take me on will be one that I will never forget. Thank you.
Sonia Matias, Miss Noon's Quality Plumbing and Heating.
Good evening. I am a senior at Windsor High School, and this past year was co-captain for the girls swimming and diving team, where I helped lead my team to a winning season of 8-5. At age 9, I found my passion for swimming when I joined the Windsor Water Rat swim team. To this day, I'm still a part of it. Next year, I still plan to keep swimming in college. Even though swimming is indeed a huge passion of mine, it is not my largest. In 2008, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, and now have participated in a yearly walkathon held by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America. With my team, the Crazy Crony Cuties, we were able to become one of the top fundraising teams in 2009, where we made over $8,000. In 2010, the Connecticut chapter of the CCFA made me their hometown hero for our state, where I helped spread awareness for this disease. This disease has helped me to want to become a nurse, where I could better educate children with this disease and show them that they can achieve anything. Thank you.
Alyssa Hobson, Miss Century 21 Smith Realty.
Good evening, family, friends, and judges. A very special thanks to my sponsor, Century 21 William R. Smith, for their sponsorship. I am who I am primarily because of my family's love, support, and encouragement. Whether it's hanging out with my sister Michaela, studying with mom for an upcoming test, learning how to drive with dad, or listening to the latest tunes with my brother, my family is my rock. To my family, I love you. You are the best. As teenagers, we live in an age of me and I. iPhones, iMac, iPod. What about we? It is so very important to give to others who may not be as fortunate. For this reason, I started a charitable club at my school to raise money for children in Rwanda who need to go to school. All children should have the opportunity to learn. It's only fair. I embrace people's differences and accept everyone for who they are. I believe it is important to stay true to yourself and be kind to others, and always do the right thing. As I'm about to enter the next phase of my life, I'm confident the next 18 years will be as awesome as the last. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you, girls. You all did a great job. We have another round of applause for all the people. And now, judges, I want to thank you. You have a tough job ahead of you. You are excused to go fill out your forms. Thank you very much.